my interviewee is somebody who is well known in the Gambia movie industry, but I didn't do any investigation. Just say hi to you and we get into the conversation.
Hello guys, my name is Director Conteh, CEO of Sunset Production.
What did you say again? What production began with? Because it was kind of fast.
My name is Director Conteh, CEO of Sunset Film Production Gambia.
Okay, and that's it. That's the CEO himself, the big man himself. And today we are here to talk about a movie premiere they are supposed to do, which is called The
Co-Wives War.
The Co-Wives War. And anyway, the title sounds gruesome, so I don't know. Yeah, so can you tell us a bit about this movie itself?
Okay, well, actually, the movie is talking about a guy who got married to 2 wives. Due to because of the first wife did not give him a child, and he's getting old, so he needed a legacy. He needs someone that can take over him when he passed away. So he have got married for 5 years without no kids. So like he's frustrated. So he decided to got married to a second wife. But the first wife was not agreed. He said because she's not the one who gives the child to God. So like they were having that from, but the husband did not do that. The husband decided to go married to the second wife. So when the second wife came to the house, the first wife got jealous. So they start having quarrel issue between the husband or the wife, husband and the wife. Until the second wife had to have the baby later on passed away.
The baby passed away just
No,
like
the second wife passed away.
The second wife passed away.
Yeah, so the baby will live, and the first wife will be maltreating the child.
The child.
Yeah.
So, is there any possibility of the first wife bearing a child after?
No. The first wife will not have a child till the baby finishes.
So, what inspired this thought?
Well, I've seen it's I can say it's a true life story. I've seen a lot of families here in the Gambia who are having issue, you understand, with their first wife due to because of they cannot give up a child. But me as a man, I believe that it's really easy for a man not to have a child, because I have one mentality in me. I don't know for people out there, but for me, I have a mentality that God bless each and everyone to have a child. I have that belief, because if we check into the Quran said, God bless you so come and multiply. So by you being not having a child, there must be some reason from your childhood, or
because it's not everybody that God created to bear children. Yeah. Some of us have a different purpose.
Yes.
On earth.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of families are struggling, having issues towards that. But I come up with a story to give people advice, because in Islam we allow to get married to 2. It depends if the first wife agrees. That's the belief. But if the first wife is not agree, you have to make her understand why you need a second wife. You understand? So I'm trying to pass a message out there so that people can able to learn and know what to do, the right things. And the women too, they don't follow that emotionally. Due to because of I don't have a child, I will not allow this man to have a child too. So you have to give the man a chance. If you cannot give the man something, so you have to give the man a chance to bring someone that can bring a child in the family. So it's an advice for those that are doing it.
But then have you thought of the repercussions? Because sometimes you invite somebody in to come and join your family, become a wife, like the first wife, and at the end of the day, what happens is that instead of her concentrating on her marriage, she concentrates on the first wife, bringing too much problem in the house, too much issues and stuff.
The first wife, she's the one who's bringing the problem. Due to because from the start, it's not agreed for the guy to get married to second wife. So when the guy got married to second wife, the first wife got jealous and starts maltreating the husband.
I understand all of that, but then that's your own version of the story, isn't it?
Yes.
But I'm talking about polygamy.
Okay.
In a general way, you understand?
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes the reason why women don't agree other women to come into their house is the issue that if they allow them in, instead of them let them be at their place, concentrate on their marriage, they concentrate on them instead. And that creates too much things in the house.
Yes, well, that's why I said from the beginning, it depends on the dialogue that the both parties have. You understand? If the husband, wants all those issues, you can have another apartment for the second wife, and the first wife have her own apartment. There will not be no issue towards that. But then being in the same house, they will not have problem, no matter how it is. Because jealousy is something jealousy is a nature in human, no matter how it is. So if the first wife have the dialogue with the husband, I think it will not be an issue. It will be an issue, but it will not be that big issue in the other way around, if they stay in the one place.
So let's talk about the second, because it's really important when it comes to movie production.
Yeah.
So what kind of setting did you give them?
Well, it's just a normal setup, like average, like someone that's living an average life. You understand? What you work today is what you're going to eat today. So it's an average life, something nature that is happening, not something that's more expensive, but it's just a nature that is happening in our community, the lifestyle in the community. Basically, that's how the movie is talking about. That's the setting of the movie. Child miserable. You understand? We are child miserable. You understand? We have seen a lot of families maltreating people's child just because of their child. So they are maltreating them anyhow they want. You understand? So you have to accept the nature of God. If God did not give you a child, you have to adopt somebody's child as your own. Don't say that because I did not have a child, I should maltreat each and every one out there. So it makes no sense to me.
But you've mentioned that the mother of the child passed away.
Yes.
The second wife.
The second wife, yes.
So what happened to her? Is it due to the maltreatment of the first wife, or did she poison her, or what did she do? Or is it nature?
Well, I don't want to explain everything about the
I understand.
everything about the movie, but I can say she not just passed away just like that. Something happened.
Something happened.
Yes,
okay.
Before she passed away.
So meaning, if they want to know what happened to the woman, they have to
come for the premiere and see for themselves.
Okay. So can we talk about Sunset Movie Production Company? Like, what do you guys do mainly? Apart from movie production, what else do you guys do?
Well, for me personally, because I'm the CEO and I'm the director of the production. I work in the media. I'm a director, editor, script writer, and a content creator. You understand? Some of my characters, they are having basic things they are doing around, like they are working and other stuff. But when it comes to us having a movie set, we just come together and do it and leave it out there. I'll do the editing, I have my brother who is doing the sounding, and I'm collaborating and mastering. You understand? So Sunset is not just we are producing movies. We are into program, like we do photo shoots, we do coverage for shows, and somebody have their programs out there, we do coverage too for them. So, but basically, we do more of movies. But that's our side hustle. We also generate money to sponsor our movie aspects.
So, speaking of generating income, apart from the movie production, what else do you do to generate income? Because you said filming and stuff, but we all know that that cannot produce enough money for you to fund a movie. So how do you do it? Like, do you get sponsor from people as well?
Well, when we call for a shoot or when we call for us to have a project, it's very difficult to have a sponsor because one, it can be an industry. People don't value it the way others value it. Like, let's talk about the neighboring country over there, Senegal. The way they put more money. If you watch their movies, you watch the quality, it's money. True quality, this movie has money. You understand? But when it comes to here in Gambia, we have good actors and actresses. We have good people who do movies. But due to because of lack of sponsor in the government aspect and this institution company, it's lack. So most of them will doing it for the meantime, and then they will stop. You understand? And those people, if somebody meet them that I want to be an actress or an actor, they will say, what are you going to do there? I was there, nothing is there. So you have already discouraged somebody out there. But if there's a sponsor in it, you understand? If I see they say, I want to join production, I want to join movie actor, I will give you the morals. You have to do it so because the movie has money. You can pay it, you can pay that. But there is no actress and actor can raise their hand up and say, I got paid in the edge of a project, 10,000, even 5,000 that I see. Because there is no sponsor. The producer will spend a lot of money at the end, they will call for premiere and nothing will show up. You say you send the movie in YouTube, YouTube don't pay that much you expected. And for you to have, for you to generate money in YouTube, it has to take you time. Because even those that are having big channels, they are not making the money you expected. Because some of them can even see them passing on the streets. But compared to Nigeria, most of the actors and actresses, 1 or 2 movies make them buy a house, buy a car. It's because of most companies sponsor their projects. And those companies have what they gain in those people. But if in Gambia there is no structure, when it comes to structure, infrastructure for movie aspect, there is no infrastructure. There's nothing like that. Someone will just wake up one morning, put a phone like this, video somebody, post it on YouTube, just like that. But when it comes to international level, you don't just do that. You have some procedure you pass through before you can have a platform. You know, open a YouTube here, it's very easy. Everybody can open a YouTube account.
Everybody.
You see? But you'll be doing it for, I mean, for several years. For you to get paid, even 5 YouTubes, it will be very difficult for you. So you see? So, but if there is a sponsor, the government, company and other institutions that are supporting the movie industry, the Gambian industry that reach a level where each and every one will be happy. But there is nothing like that. So it's not really easy for those for us that are doing it.
Okay. So what are some of the platforms where people will be able to watch this movie after it has been released?
Yeah, we will have our YouTube channel, which is Sunset Production. Just after the premiere, like 1 week, we can just upload it on YouTube. Yeah.
So have you tried reaching out to some streaming companies, maybe Netflix or other streaming companies?
Well, reaching a level of Netflix, my sister, it's not like it's easy. It's really tough. Having a Netflix standard movie here in the Gambia, it's not possible. Why? We don't have the gadgets here. Those people, if you write an application that you want to do a Netflix standard movie, they will send a list, like what they want, the kind of camera you will use. You cannot just use.
You cannot just shoot anything.
Anything, yes.
They will determine what actually
you're going to use, and they will tell you. So if you don't have the capacity to do that, maybe if the storyline is nice, it's really interesting, maybe they will partner with you. Maybe they're going to have 60% and you have the 40%. And sometimes not everyone do that. Maybe they will say 60% is too much. Or even they say 50%, they will say it's too much because they don't have the story, they don't want to bring their characters. But those people are the ones who bring in their platform and giving you their equipment. So you see? So it's really difficult for you to have a Netflix standard here in the Gambia. For now, maybe in the future run, we may reach there. But for now, it's really hard.
So what do you think Gambians should concentrate on more in order to bring development in the movie sector? Because you've mentioned the monetary aspect, but I know there's a lot more in order for us to get to the standard where the international is.
Well, first of all, this goes direct to the ministry, companies, to Mr. President, you understand? And movie here in the Gambia, many people say that it's not a job. But yes, I can say movie aspect is a job. Because it's something that you can learn in school. There's a course, you understand, you will learn. Although yes, there is no learning school here in the Gambia. Even there's a learning school, but I don't know about it. There is no learning school here that can teach you how to act, how to direct or do stuff. If the ministry and the companies involved in it, it will bring a great income. And even the country as a whole will go international. They will say, this movie is a Gambian movie. Have you watched this movie? You will say no. which movie, I only know is from Gambia. You understand? You see how the name flies? Like even if you watch a Senegalese movie, somebody asks you, I watch a movie, you try to explain, say, which movie is that? He says it's a Senegalese movie. You see, so that person have had it. The person will go and watch it, somebody will go and explain. So that's how the industry will grow. But without that, it's been very difficult for the industry to grow. Because if there is no money in it will not grow. We black people say, money call money. You have to put money to generate money. You understand? So if there is not much money in it, it's very difficult for it to go the way you want it. Because a big promo, some even come and you meet them like movies are calling. Movies are calling. It's our calling. We are not doing it basically for the money. Everybody needs money in this world. But we are not doing it 100% for the money. We are doing it for the love, the passion that we have for it. Because in the future, we can't tell what the future holds tomorrow. So that's the reason why we are doing it. But it's not really easy doing it because you have to give your time in it for it to come up with something good.
So don't you think without having a unique language, like to unify everything, instead of Mandinkas doing it, Mandinka, Wolof doing it in Wolof, and then maybe Senegalese doing it, like let there be a unique language which everybody will be using, and then blending it with their own local dialect will make things easier, and then make people watch it more.
Yeah, the communication.
Yeah, the communication aspect. Because I think that's also lacking, because maybe if I am Wolof and the Wolof population is very small in the Gambia, I don't think there will be much viewership in my channel, because I'm speaking a language which is kind of not popular in the country. So don't you think that also affects the industry?
Well, I can say no. That's one cannot affect the industry.
It cannot affect the industry.
You know
but
why?
then mind you need to get to the international level, and that dialect you're using, those people cannot hear what you're saying.
You know why I say the language cannot affect the movie industry? It's everybody have their own language they speak. But let's just think about international level now. Let me just brief a little bit about international. There is majority Gambians in this country. They are watching Indian movies. They don't even understand what they are hearing.
That's true.
They don't even understand what they are talking about.
Yes,
but they watch it. Talking about American movies. Some people don't even understand English.
No.
But they are watching English movies.
Sure.
Koreans, these Japanese movies, Chinese movies. People watch it. They understand and love it. Then when it comes to Gambia, you say it's language. What is the language?
No,
so language is supposed to be a barrier for you to support something. You understand? You are supporting it because of this can take us international level. You understand? Just like let's talk about the Gambian football club. When you are playing international level, you will say I'm supporting this guy because this guy is my tribe, or this. You are supporting the full team. But all of them are not the same tribe, right?
No.
But you are supporting the team because you are supporting the country. So as long as you do something in this country, you have to support it because it belongs to this country.
Like the unification is the big.
Yes. So that's what that mindset of saying this is not my language is totally wrong. I don't think it's a good narrative for people to even have that mentality. Yeah, that is
but
my tribe.
They should be able to support.
Doesn't matter. As long as it's Gambian, it's supposed to support Gambian. That's how it's supposed to be.
So speaking of the international level, and then speaking of the Indian movies, the American movies, despite the fact that they cannot understand what they are communicating, but they're still watching, don't you think it's because of those people, like their understanding of what they are supposed to do when they are giving a certain task, like the action they do? You know, sometimes there are some actions that people do, even if they don't say anything, but you understand what they are trying to communicate. So probably don't you think the communication standard of the movie industry in the Gambia should be looked into? Maybe they should be trained properly how to communicate with people without opening their mouths.
Well, just like what I said, from the starting, it's not now. I can see it's from the starting. People already have the mentality that if I did not do this in this particular way, people will not support me. They already have it in their mindset. You understand that if I did not do this, people will not support me.
Yeah, if it doesn't look Nigerian, people
yes,
will
not support me. So that's the first thing they are doing that is totally wrong. And I believe again, secondly, if you do something that is good and a good quality, it's really worth it. people will watch it no matter how it comes. If they speak even Olof, Mandika, Jula, or this or that, as long as it's unique, it comes out good, people will support it. You understand? But you will not just come up with a project that the storyline is not even interesting, it's not really nice. You expect people to support it, and you are saying that it's because of I speak this language, that's why they're not supporting it. That's wrong. That mentality should just wipe it. We should just wipe it out. Because me as a foreigner here, as a Sierra Leonean, I've been in Gambia for long. I can say yes, I got a lot of support from Gambians when I'm doing my movie aspects. Like I do a movie back then when I was starting, which is The Land of Salt. That one is purely in Jula and Manica. It's talking about tribalism. The premiere was very successful.
Okay. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
But then, who was editing that movie?
It's me. I'm the director
So
of the
how
movie.
did you do that? How did you do it?
Well, me, I cannot speak the language, but if you
Yes.
speak, I can hear what you're. I can understand what you're talking about. But for me to respond to you again in that same language is very difficult.
Oh.
But I can understand.
But you can understand.
I can understand Manika. I can understand Wolof. You speaking to me, I can know that what you're trying to communicate. But for me to respond back to you, it's really difficult for me.
Now I understand. Because it sounds kind of funny to me when you said it was done in our local dialect.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, how are you going to edit that?
That was no, it's not even no English, no things, only in Mandika and Jola. The full movie, the full setup of the movie. Only that.
So far, how many movies have you produced?
Well, I can say I've produced more than 6 to 7 movies.
Wow.
Yes.
All in the Gambia?
Oh yeah, all in the Gambia. Yeah.
So nothing like maybe a blend of Gambia and Sierra Leone? Yeah.
Well, this project I'm about to launch, which is the Co-I4, it's something that is blend. The Gambians and Sierra Leoneans. Yes. It's a blend. It's a blend story.
Great.
Yeah.
So what's the date for the premiere, and then where is it going to be held, and then if there are any tickets, how much are they going to be?
Well, the date of the premiere is July 18. July 18, and the venue is Tipagara, the mall at Tipagara is there we're going to do. And the ticket price is 300 for ordinary tickets, and for VIP it's $1,000. Double VIP, if you want to go to your partner or someone that you want to chill with, is 2,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing, what a date. That date is not a pleasant one to me, because that's the day my mom passed away. July 18th. Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
It's not a pleasant one to me. But anyway, guys, you've heard that. He said July 18th, Tipa Garage at the mall. So there's a hall at the mall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some of us, we don't know that, but actually they said there's a hall at the mall. So try to get there, what numbers do they contact?
Well, if you don't want to contact, you can contact me. With my number is 30402993, and my African number is 2752386.
Okay, guys, you've heard that, so please try and help him out. It's our own thing, because I can say it's a Gambian-based movie, even though he mentioned that there are a few Sierra Leoneans, but then they are all living in the Gambia, isn't it? So it's a Gambian-based movie. Let's go and support him, and then make sure that we all come out in our numbers to premiere this beautiful movie. Anyway, so what do we expect on the night of the event?
We're gonna expect greatness, and we're gonna expect perfection, quality, and unique style of movie. And my fans out there, they don't know how I do my stuff when it comes to movie aspect in this country. So they're gonna expect greatness, and they're gonna expect perfection.
Great. So that's it. I'll let you say bye to them before we leave.
Well, I want to say thanks to each and everyone that is watching us. And thanks to Gambia, and thanks to you for calling me for this wonderful interview, because it's not really easy to leave your busy schedule and being here with me. We talk about our shows, you know what I'm saying, my shows, and it's not really easy. And I want to send this out to all the Gambians out there. No matter how people come outside, you know, as long as they're here in the Gambia, they have to push the economic international level. So it's high time we embrace stuff that people are doing in this country. We push them international, because it's going to remain here in the Gambia. Anything that we do here is going to remain here. It's just that the name that this place is from this angle or it's from this angle. But as long as we're here, we are supporting the industry, trying to push it international level. So I'm hoping seeing you guys July 18 at Tipa Garage Mall, just for $300. Peace out.
All right, thank you so much, Director Conteh, for the amazing conversation. Viewers, just to remind you that you were watching Jungle Online TV, and I'm Mariam Kamara. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for today. Till we come your way some other day with some interesting programs like this particular one. Bye for today. And please do not forget to subscribe, like the program, and please share it.